Hello, guys and girls. It is I, Aaron Lee, or Aaron Halo 18 here, and I'm doing a video called Halo 5 Guardians Discussion Series, Episode 17. I'll be reading an article by B is for Bravo, October 2nd, 2015. Halo Community Update. Off to a running start. Welcome to October 2015, Halo fans. We've entered a historic month. In just 25 days, the next Halo title will release. And years from now, similar to past game launches, you may remember the lead up to the game's launch, the midnight release, and the days and weeks that follow. We've been providing you with consistent drops of Halo 5 Guardians details, and we hope you've enjoyed what you've seen thus far. Earlier this week, you saw more Warzone gameplay, as well as rec info, and without fail, our friends at r/Halo have all of the details and videos. You've seen another sneak peek at new rec cards. Legs and thread. You've seen another sneak peek at new rec cards. There's links to this article as well. If you guys want to check out this article for yourself, head over to Halo Waypoint. Click on the tab on top that says Community, and then go to News, and then you'll see it there. And I'll continue reading now. And maybe you're even caught up with all of the intense action of Season 2 of Hunt the Truth. A quick glance at the massive, jam-packed whiteboard next to my desk tells me that there's a lot more of the way between now and the end of the month. And I'm excited for each and every screenshot, tidbit, and gameplay clip that is on the way. Over the past few weeks, we've learned a great deal about the development of campaign missions, as well as Warzone and Arena. This week, we'll take a deeper look at something we haven't talked much about in the weekly update: the fast-paced Arena mode Breakout. Breakdown. Shows a picture of red versus blue with capture the flag on the map called Breakout. And below the picture says, I recall first seeing design specs when I first joined the studio nearly 3 years ago. But few know that the first development and design of the mode actually began around 2010. This week, we'll hear from multiplayer design director Kevin Franklin and multiplayer designer Quinn Delho on how Breakout came to be, how it changed over the course of development, and where it is now. Kevin Franklin, MP Design Director, Multiplayer Design Director. I'm a huge fan of the intense moments offered by an elimination mode and it's always been something I wanted to build in Halo. The original pitch for Breakout was heavily inspired by my experiences playing speedball, competitive paintball with inflatable bunkers. Competitive paintball with inflatable bunkers. And a lot of land party gaming with friends. And that was my dad correcting me in the middle of my video again. I better not mention it about my dad anymore because he'll ruin the video for me, like he always does. And they show a picture down here below of a map from Breakout. It's like above the Earth. It's a space station-like structure. And below the picture says, an early work in progress look at Crossfire, Syria, 2013. Elimination refers to the non-respawn setting in Breakout. There's an incredible feeling that comes over you when you're at the last player standing on a team. I love playing as and watching the last player standing, especially in close situations. The pressure's on. You've got your whole team watching you and cheering you on. It's an adrenaline rush for sure. Breakout is a round-based map mode. Breakout is a round-based map game mode, where the first team to win 5 rounds secures the victory. Your team wins a round by eliminating the other team, or by pushing the flag to the other team's base. One of the awesome things about a round-based mode is that it's not over until it's over. Some of the most exciting games of Breakout we've seen feature truly epic comebacks, and you could never write off a team until the game is complete. And they show a picture of Guardian with arrows, like one picture is called Guardian and the other one is called the Breakout map. They're both a Breakout map, actually. It's the concept art of this map, I guess. And below the picture it says, an early designed dock reveals the push combat of Breakout, contrasted with the secular cycling combat of Halo 3's Guardian. Oh, Guardian is the map from Halo 3, I meant. And the other map is from Halo 5. One of the first things we prototyped early in Halo 5 development was the running start in Breakout. The running start propels you through the air and into the court. The running start is really big on setting the stage for the match. And it's not just for show. The way players break out into the court is what helps each game play much differently. They show a GIF, a picture of the Breakout map in the Halo 5 Guardians, or the Guardian map. And below the picture says, we also want players to strategize about their openings and use the weapons around the map to define their team's strategy each round. This is something we tried to visualize early in some of the original design documents for Breakout. These are over 5 years old, and Breakout has come a long way since these, but I thought they would be cool to show how we have progressed. First picture is balanced, hard flank, and then hard flank. And the third picture is aggressive. Fourth one is defensive. The first one is a red Spartan with a sniper rifle in the back and an SMG in his hands. They're showing break, cover, and push. There's like certain blocks to take cover with. You can take cover of this map as well, I guess. And if you want to look at the pictures yourself, you can just go to this website and check it out at halowaypoint.com. And below the picture says, my biggest hope for the Breakout is that it's a mode that will evolve with Halo and incorporate great ideas from the community. Pro Team has done a great job of building several of the launch maps for Breakout, and we're really excited to see what the community can come up with as well. Quinn Del Ho, MP designer, multiplayer designer. Whenever you set to create a new experience, there's always lots of experimentation. Breakout was no different. Everything from the game rules, starting weapons, objects on map, etc. were all heavily experimented with. Besides the addition of the flag objective, the most notable change from the early days until now is the level design of the Breakout maps or courts. One of our early prototype spaces was a map called Speedball, named after the paintball variant Kevin described. It was a very simple map that we used extensively throughout the first year of Breakout's development cycle. Some of the Speedball's features established the guidelines we used in creating future Breakout maps. These features include number 1, Risk versus Reward. There is something you'll find in all Breakout maps. Speedball really helped establish the guideline with its dividing wall in the center of the map. Players had to make an aggressive move to slide into that location. Once there, they can easily shoot any opponents trying to flank, but at the same time, it was difficult to move out because everyone saw the player make that aggressive move. It's this type of risk/reward gameplay that we knew we had to integrate into all of our Breakout maps going forward. Some examples are making a move for the shotgun in the middle of trench, trying to get the active camouflage on Gambo, or use the gravity lifts on altitude to attack the opposing team's location. Number 2, a strong front and no man's land. This design is key to Breakout, as it allows a team to easily identify friendly and enemy territory. This also complements the risk/reward guideline of Breakout. Crossing the no man's land can be dangerous, but at times is necessary in order to flank an opponent. Breakout maps that utilize strong fronts, the best are Crossfire, Trench, and Altitude. Crossfire, Trench, and Altitude are maps from Halo 5 Guardians. And they show another picture showing for long, long, mid, front, no man's land, front, mid, long. So front is where the shotgun is, and front is where another shotgun goes. So no man's land is the energy sword, and long is DMR. Both longs are DMR. And below the picture says a featured depth overhead map showcasing different zones throughout the Breakout map. Syria, 2010. Syria, 2010. Number 3. Running starts, as Kevin said. Every Breakout round begins with the opposing teams running full speed into man cannons that launch them into the map. This is an exhilarating moment that gets both teams to hit the ground running towards their desired location or weapon. Speedball was the map where we prototyped this new way of spawning players into the world and really solidified running starts as part of the Breakout DNA. Number 4, positions. One of the bigger lessons we took away from Speedball was the need for roles or teammate positions on the map. Speedball was overly flat. It didn't offer enough distinction between cover pieces, high/low ground, and weapons. This is something we set out to address when we build Crossfire as the direct sequel to Speedball. Crossfire features much more distinction in locations that promote different types of play styles. There's a tower on each side of the map with a battle rifle. I said DMR. A platform with a stash of grenades, pyramid alley that has an assault rifle. Mid is grenade. Pyramid alley that has an assault rifle. The house that fosters close quarters combat, and there's the stage, which requires an aggressive move, but is relatively safe if a player successfully gets there. All of these ideas around positions are found in every Breakout map. They're showing the pictures of this map. First one is Speedball isometric view. Shows like the man cannon on both sides of the map, and the Breakout map from the beta. The Speedball map. Next one is, this is the Speedball map, and different views of the same pictures and stuff. Speedball, red yard, Speedball, red corner, Speedball, isometric, red yard, Speedball, Crossfire map. The natural flag objective was a big change that we made after our arena. All right. More multiplayer beta. R4. Thank you, Arena map multiplayer beta. Earlier this year. And we love the results. It offers teams another way to win a round by taking the flag and pushing it into the opposing team's starting location. Not only does this add depth to the mode as a whole, but it also can create hero moments where a player stealthily pushes the flag and wins a round right under the enemy team's noses. My favorite aspect of the natural flag is how level design determines its prevalence during the course of a match. For instance, crossfire is very open, thus making flag pushes very difficult. But on maps like Trident and Gimbo, teams must really respect the flag due to how much more verticality and sneaky routes these maps offer. As with making games, there is always lots of experimenting and prototyping. And Breakout was no different. Some of the experiments make it all the way through to the shipping game, while others hit the cutting room floor. In the early days of Breakout, we were experimenting with what we called land cannons. They can be seen in the above GIF. They resembled fast-moving conveyor belts that would shoot a player forward really fast. We placed them on the map to help players get to their positions quickly. We also were using them for aggressive flanking maneuvers as well. In the end, we thought they were fun, but they also detracted from the risk/reward nature of Breakout as players were zipping around too much. Who knows? Maybe we'll get back to experimenting with land cannons again at some point. Stay tuned for more on Breakout, as well as tips from our multiplayer and pro team as we get closer to launch. I haven't been doing it this long. This is not a very long one, so. Halo, the Master Chief Collection. Show the picture of one of the maps from Halo 3 with red versus blue Spartans. And below the picture says, work has completed on the upcoming MCC content update, which will be entering the certification process within the next few days. The update will include improvements to ranking and other areas, new systems, and temporary bans for negative behavior, such as quits, betrayals, and idling, resolutions for getting stuck at the downloading latest data screen, and more. The update will be made available as soon as it clears certification, and will also provide full patch notes. At this time, keep an eye on Waypoint and at Halo to find out exactly when the update goes live. The playlist team continues to tune existing experiences as well as create new ones, including Halo CE Combat Evolved 4 versus 4 4v4, which will be next rotational playlist after Infection, head-to-head, and more. Here's a list of the current changes so far. For the next playlist update, which will focus on improvements and additions to the Big Team Battle playlist, including the addition of more PR start game types, Team Slayer, adding Tombstone BRs, battle rifles, big team battle, adding Hang 'em High CTF, Halo CE, increasing appearance of Halo CE Blood Gulch, CTF Halo CE, adding Containment, One Bomb Assault BR, Halo 2, adding Containment, one Flag CTF at BR, Halo 2, adding District Crazy King at BR, Halo 2, adding District 1 Flag CTF BR, Halo 2, slightly increasing appearance of District Team Slayer BR, Halo 2, slightly increasing appearance of Uplift Team Slayer BR, Halo 2, adding Uplift 1 Flag CTF BR, Halo 2, add Uplift 1 Bomb Assault BR, Halo 2, slightly reducing appearance of Stonetown H2A, Halo 2 Anniversary, slightly reducing appearance of Remnant, Halo 2 Anniversary, slightly reducing appearance of Bloodline, Halo 2 Anniversary, removing Ghost Town, Halo 3, adding Last Resort, 1 Flag CTF BR, Halo 3, adding Longshore, 1 Bomb Assault BR, Halo 3, adding Sandtrap, Multi-Bomb Assault BR, Halo 3, adding Standoff Territories BR, Halo 3, add the Hella Multi-Bomb Assault BR, Halo 3, slightly reducing appearance of the Hella Crazy King, Halo 3, slightly reducing appearance of Dominion, Halo 4, adding Harvest CTF, Capture the Flag, Halo 4, add Exile CTF, Halo 4. We'll continue to provide regular updates of the upcoming MCC content update, as well as playlist updates. Stay tuned for the latest. The NECA dealer. So there's a picture of the dealer. And below the picture says, have you ever wished for a huge, true-to-scale dealer to call your own? Us too. We recently got our hands on the final version of NECA's dealer replica. And we really like it. So much, in fact, that we even took it out for a test spin on installation 04. Read on for the official description. Complete your Spartan armor with a colossal a replica of one of Halo's most iconic weapons. From the award-winning video game series, the dealer is now available as a limited edition, full-scale 1/1 replica featuring LED lights and game sounds and over a dozen motorized crystal shards. When you squeeze the trigger, the crystal shards retracted sequence to simulate being fired. Fire to reload, simply travel to the Helios moon of Subban for extra crystals, or press the reset button located in the grip. That's pretty cool. The replica of the dealer. For more, check out NECA's page here. Halo channel update. For those of you who love to feed your Halo head in a more mobile-minded way, the Halo channel mobile app has some pretty exciting new updates for you to check out. You now have the ability to view your favorite Halo news and blog content directly within the Halo Channel app, including the latest in development news, your lore-loving issues of canon folder, and community updates like the very one you're reading. Plus, you can now explore the deeper details of Halo's story, characters, vehicles, locations, and more with direct access to the Halo Waypoint universe. Encyclopedia right in the palms of your hands. It's just our way of trying to let you digest the Halo you love in the coolest ways possible. Check it out. First picture shows Cinema First Look, Halo 5 Guardians, News, Community Videos. Featured Halo and Testimony. Truth and Testimony. Canon folder. Next pictures shows pictures from the app as well. It has Hunt the Truth on it, Behind Enemy Lines. You can read the articles and videos. They have all kinds of stuff in this app. It looks pretty cool. Community Spotlight Need for Speed. Running. I first became fascinated with speed running when watching some of the world's finest pull off some incredible tricks, such as Delta Halo's Ghost Flip, the Truth and Reconciliations, a triple grenade jump, and more maneuvers that require precision, the accuracy, and timing. Last year, I was fortunate enough to meet both Mr. Monopoly and Goat Rope, two of the world's top runners, and ask them all sorts of undoubtedly ridiculous questions about the world of speedrunning. We also agreed it'd be a fantastic idea to share the art of speedrunning with the world. So they were kind enough to sit down with me for an interview this week. Read on for that conversation. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. To kick things off, how did each of you get started in the world of speedrunning? Goat Rope said, back in 2004, Halo.Bungie.org was hosting a speedrunning competition called Going Nowhere Fast, which was the first major speedrunning event for Halo. It piqued my interest enough that I started trying out some runs, and I got close enough to the other contestants' times that it triggered a hunger in me to be the best. I spent my whole summer grinding out runs for that competition and ended up winning 2 of the 10 categories there, and it left me with a love for speedrunning. Monopoly said, I got into speedrunning a little later, around 2006 or so. I saw people on a site called High Impact Halo, and I used to post a lot there. And I was really into glitching rather than speedrunning. But their forums had a subsection for speedrunning, so I ended up making my way over there. I saw a few videos by some runners like Scruddy, and I was really impressed with the tricks, especially the Halo 2 tricks. So I started speedrunning Halo 2. And kind of similar to Goat, I got really close to world records. And once you get that taste of being the best, keep try. It just kind of hooks you, and you can't really stop. More? Take it away. At what point did you know that you could become world record holders for respective games? Monopoly said, after about a month and a half or two of speed running, the games were much less optimized back then, but they were still optimized, and you needed to be good at the game, and you needed to know the tricks and stuff. But after about a month of playing, I realized that I could do exactly what the people in these videos were doing, and I tried my best to recreate it. Tried my best to improve on it, and eventually I was able to take records. Goat Rope said, I was in a pretty similar boat. I mean, I started so early. There were maybe 15 of us in the entire world doing this, and nobody had really done it before, so there was still so much to develop. It hadn't evolved as a hobby yet. We just got default world records because we were the first people doing it. But after I took a break, and I came back in 2013, I was totally out of the loop. A bunch of new shortcuts had come out. A bunch of new strategies had evolved, and it was my buddy Scott, aka Lee PQ, who held the world record at the time, who kind of took my hand and showed me everything new. He taught me so well that after a couple weeks, I just felt really confident in all the tricks, and I thought, yeah, I can do this. And they show a picture right here of a speed run. Awesome games, done quick, 2014. 1 hour and 17 minutes and 43 seconds and 8 seconds. Game, Halo 2, Runner, Monopoly, twitch.tv/Mr. Monopoly. Hashtag AGDQ 2014. And below the picture says, Mr. Monopoly runs at AGDQ 2014. And the next picture shows Goat Rope finishes at Halo CE run in 1 hour and 35 minutes and 59 seconds. Click here to see his personal best. Former world record time of 1:34. 1 hour and 34 minutes and 57 seconds. Shows a guy with brown hair and an orange shirt, with headphones, waving his arms, all in excitement. From HaloRuns.com. For me, one of the coolest things about speedrunning is the ever-evolving development of new tricks, shortcuts, and maneuvers. What are some of the most exciting developments that have changed the speedrunning game? Monopoly says it's exciting every time something new is found. If you think about the flood bump, it ended up not being the most exciting thing to happen to Halo CE, but the day it was found was super exciting because there were dozens of people trying to recreate this trick that we didn't completely understand. It brings the whole community together when something's found that we know can change the game. It really involves everyone. And the way that we all play the game. Monopoly said again, sword flying was always kind of known, but new flies except getting added to the route every week when I was running the game. When I picked up the game and started taking world records, there were almost none in the route, and then I realized I got better and better and better at them. So I was like, oh, I can do one here. I can do one here. I can do one here. I can do one there. And there's probably like 50 of them in the run. Where before, there was like one or two. Goat Rope said again. For sure, if you go back and look at the Halo 2 speedruns from 2004, 2005, 2006, people weren't good at sword flying. Myself included, you'd see people run out. And then stand still, look at where they want to fly. And then slowly do the sword fly. And then they'd go over and it'd be fine. Nowadays, people just do it mid-fight, like they're fighting. Regret at the end of the level, and it's just part of combat. You're just flying around anytime you want. There's dozens and dozens of people now who can do it better than anybody could 10 years ago. Sorry about that, guys and girls. I'm kind of continuing my video here. Monopoly said again, what's even crazier about that is that Scruddy would use to be considered the best of sword flying, and he did it with two hands. He would take his left hand off of the left joystick so that he was standing completely still, and he would fly using two hands to press the button combination to sword fly. And he talked about his strategy so that he wouldn't lose so much time, because if you take your left hand, obviously you're losing time. So he would jump so that he kept his forward momentum, and then take his left hand and try to do the sword fly while midair. It was very, very weird back in 2006. Shifting gears a bit, is there any specific you were excited about for Halo 5 speedrunning? Goat Rope said, for me, speedrunning has always been about the people and the community. We saw it with the release of the Master Chief Collection. All of a sudden, everybody in the world was searching Halo speedruns. They were watching YouTube videos. They were watching Twitch streams. They were posting on Twitter. People were going wild for Halo speedrunning. And I know that the exact same thing is going to happen with Halo 5. I'm super excited to see all the new faces. And we're going to live it up to the scene and find all sorts of crazy new things that we wouldn't be able to discover on our run. Monopoly said, yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat. If you look at the current leaderboards, I think more than half of them on all the Halo games, not just MCC, are new people that came after November's release of Master Chief Collection. It definitely livens up the community anytime new faces get in there. Goat Rope said, and it drives the level of competition that much higher, and the runs get that much better. If fellow fans want to get into speedrunning, where's the best place to start? What should they first check out? Any tips for beginners? Goat Rope said, well, there's a fantastic little website you may or may not have heard of called haloruns.com. That has a wiki with a bunch of tutorials and videos in it. But really, the best way is to go into Twitch streams and talk with the actual runners. Get involved. To communicate with these people, make friends, and show people your videos. Watch other people's videos. Compare, discuss. It's such a new opportunity we have to function as a community, as speedrunners. And man, if you're not using that to your advantage, you're missing out as an aspiring speedrunner. Monopoly said, yeah, I definitely agree with that. Go into Twitch streams. HaloRuns.com is a great place to see these streams. There's a cool little feature at the bottom where you can find all of the people speedrunning Halo at the time. So you can't just pop into their chat and say, hey, I'm a new runner. And almost all the runners will be cool to give you links and teach you how to run the game. It's really, really cool. Goat Rope said, everybody's super friendly. It's great. And the article is almost over. Last question. Thanks for joining me today, gentlemen. We look forward to watching your future runs of classic games and the runs that lie ahead for Halo 5's campaign. Monopoly said, thanks for having us. That'll do for this week's update. We'll be back with more news and details on all things Halo very, very soon. Bravo. That's it for the article for today, guys and girls. I hope you really enjoyed it. That was a fun article, and I had a lot of fun reading it, and I am, like always, I am very excited for Halo 5 Guardians later this year. In October 27th, 2015 is when it comes out. And please rate, comment, like, favorite, subscribe, view, thoughts, and opinions. I hope you liked it and enjoyed it for your viewing pleasure, guys and girls. And stay tuned for more, guys and girls. And please drink some hot chocolate. And I'll see you all later. Goodbye.